Hey everybody, so I recently filmed a video and I realized that I never put up all of my Boondoggle collection of things I've created. So this is my last video that I think I'm going to do, and the reason for that is I never really figured out how to film these, as I never really decided what I would do for each of the videos. Like, I kind of had an idea, and then like I would look at one and be like, but that kind of belongs in another thing as well. So I never really knew. So yeah, this is just, what I'm doing, I guess. I don't really know. If you want to see any of these projects, please let me know, and I will make it a point to show them in a video. Then I will, make a video showing how to do it, type of thing. Alright, so this first one that I'm showing you is two squares that started off separate, and then I put some beads in, and then they came together, corkscrewed, separated back out, and then, formed this like X thing. This was, I really wanted to try to make letters and, like, of the alphabet, so this was me trying. So far I made an X, and I also, hold on, made a Y, I guess you could say. This also started out as two squares here, and they're not even that, I've noticed. This one has 4 and this one has 5 up at the top, and then I don't know what they are in here. But there's a bead, circle, bead, back to square, then you have corkscrew, then I drop a strand here, and I'm down to twist, drop another strand, you can kind of see the cutting here, and I'm back down to circle. Okay. This is just like difficult. I have them just like sitting here on my lap and I don't know where. Okay, we'll do this one. This is an American flag. Now I want to make another one of these because this was an experiment and my dad wanted it and it was a real joke. I didn't do it right, and I should have asked for help when I was doing it, but I was too stubborn to ask my Boondoggle mentor, I guess you could call him, for help. So I just, kind of made it on my own. I think I was 12 when I made this. Oof. And it, it has 13 stripes. We got, all of them here. You could count them, and there are 13. And about, this is about what the union would look like. It should be a little bit wider here, but I kind of ran out. I really want to make another one of these, and I really want to try to make other countries as well, because I think it's so cool. So that's definitely my widest, wall pattern, but my biggest is definitely my 10-color wall, and it's not a 10-color in the sense that I have 10 different colors, but in the sense that I have, 10 across. And I really wonder what this would look like twisted, but the only problem is that as you get more twisted, it will bend onto itself, and I don't want to do that. So this next thing was almost like a project fail. I was trying so hard to make, hold on, I have like 3 of them down here and I just want to get, okay. I was trying so hard to make the rocket ship. And this one, no, this is my favorite because I like the colors the best. I was trying so hard to make a rocket ship. And basically what you do is you're just adding strands as you go, and then you finish off with twist. This one I like the best for size. This one I like best for colors. But when I first was learning how to make it, again, my Boondoggle mentor, I think he created this little project himself, and I tried so hard to, oh, I know what I'm doing, when I really didn't. And that's because when I looked at the stitch originally, it didn't do what I thought it did, and so I got this little staircase thing going on. And it was weird because I was going on vacation with my family, and so every time I ran out of a color, I just added another one in. And I'm not sure why, but it broke off here, and that made me very angry. This is actually kind of cool to do, just for something to look at, but it doesn't really end well because you just kind of run out of space. But these do end well because they are rocket ships. The original rocket ship should have tassels coming off the ends to look like flames, but you can see it's a rocket ship or an Eiffel Tower, maybe a letter A even. And I have 3 of those, and they are all different. Okay, and this here, they're just connected. I tied them together, and I don't ever really feel like untying them, so they're not coming untied. Oh, this is a 6x6 that I don't think I showed in my circle video, so I'm just showing it now. You know, here it is next to my finger. Eyeball. Okay, this is another one that, like, the things all kept coming apart on me. I really, really love the holographic color Boondoggle. It's kind of hard to work with because it's a little thicker than the regular kind, but I loved the colors, so I didn't want to waste them. So, you know, I got to, like, the center, and then I was like, I want to, like, have it go back into, like, a diamond shape. But it kind of started to come out here. I think it broke on me, actually. I think I pulled it too tight, and that's me trying to fix it, so... Anyways, it's still impressive. People still think it's cool. Yeah, here's another King Cobra Head stitch. And this is actually super easy to make, and I have a thing showing how to make Cobra with hemp. So I can, you know, put that here, down below. Hold ya baz. That's not a word, hold ya baz. But anyways, I just made it a word. So, yeah, this is the Cobra Head. You just kind of go back and forth on it. This is another little rocket ship thing I made. Yeah, I don't really know. This is another, like, triangle. It is the rocket ship, basically, in terms, but it doesn't end like the rocket ship. I think I ran out of a color or something. I don't know. I don't really remember totally. Hold on a second. I just want to move these because now I have a little more room. Okay, so this was something that my mentor definitely did make, and he had you know, bricks that looked like this, and he used his way of transferring the colors like this. I like it better with the crossing, so after this one I decided to make this one, and this shows the colors crossing back and forth, and this was the way I really, really liked. So you can see there's only a slight difference in them, but basically they're the same except for that one little technicality. This one, I think he also made this one. And you can see that it's brick, and then it goes into square, brick, square, brick, square, you know, the whole thing. This next one is basically a variation on chain thing. I have triangle on the side here, not square, and these beads are they're on 2 strands, so that's why they're staying in there. They won't stay in on the other way, really, not easily at least. This one is they fluted columns stitch, and the mentor told me that my sister created this stitch. I don't believe so, because my sister would never, ever, ever do something like this. But if you can see, you know, it's fluted columns, like legit. They're like fluted. Flying buttresses, I think that's the funniest thing ever. But this I'd recently finished, and I had never ever, I had never ever finished one like this, and so it's kind of exciting when I did. But it is a little difficult to do, and there's a way to twist this, and it doesn't, I can show you how to do this definitely, and actually this is helpful, after you make that little staircase one. The little staircase one kind of helps you with this. So I will definitely show you how to make this one because this was super cool. This next one is, and I don't know the name, and I'm sure there is a name for it, but I start out with circle, and then when I get to about the top here, I like kind of flipped it, the stitch, and kind of like did square back up onto itself, and then I got to somewhere in here and I did that again. So it came out with this, and you can actually see the stitch crossing back and forth here, which I think is pretty unique. The only problem is finishing this. Burning the ends was a little difficult. This next project, this was something that I was trying really, really hard to not separate. I wanted to keep these rainbow colors in here so bad, and I couldn't handle it. I don't know. I get bored after a while, and it's hard for me. Like, I just get bored. So I took out the green, you know, kept going for a full rotation, took out one yellow, one blue, did a rotation, took out the yellow and blue, rotation, rotation. So basically I ended up with this. And keep dropping. And it actually is kind of cool because it's like a point thing, you know, or like a little like chisel. But you can definitely see here how it's like separating and twisting onto itself, and that's a problem that I don't really like. I don't really like working when it does that. It kind of ruins my fun. This next little guy, I took a variation of. I wish I could talk. I took a variation of the rocket ship, and I kind of like put two together like 3D wise. So if you can see. Trying to get that straight ahead there. I start off with the square, then I get to like the quad stitch, and then I get to the super brick. So if I just like rotate this, you can see that there's not really like a flat end on this thing. And then I wanted to like go back to normal, so I had them like losing the stitches as well. But nothing's hidden like inside. Like I have everything, you know, coming out there. I did it all in one color just because I wanted to be able to see it a little better. Okay, these next couple stitches, they're all pretty similar, so I'm just going to set them all here. The Boondoggle Man definitely did this one, and what he did was he started with a super brick here, and then he had it going to twist. So, and after he, you know, got it back up to here, he wrapped these green strands back around. So if you see, I can kind of untwist it, and those strands are not in the project, which actually is pretty unique. But you can't see the project, but you still have 3 colors. I just like the way this looks. This one you can see it a little better. I had wall, and then I take out this one and do corkscrew. When you do these projects, I do recommend using all of the same color as your center colors, because if you've ever really worked with Boondoggle, like you'll see with this one project I'm about to show you that kind of has a variation of these things, you'll see that like the colors don't always match up, and it looks kind of funky. So this I actually made at my sister's graduation ceremony. I was bored out of my mind. I was in 7th grade. I wanted to go home, and I wanted to call my boyfriend, because I was in 7th grade, and I had my boyfriend that I wanted to call on the phone, you know, because you're in 7th grade and you have that kind of boyfriend. But I made this Boondoggle, and I used several variations of things. I wanted something fun and a little different, so I have, you know, that stitch I just showed you, and then I have my little chain, and then I jump the chain, and I have another little chain. You can see how the colors don't line up as nicely as they do up here, and then again it does that stitch, so you can see that there. And then this one, I don't remember when I made this one, but I started off making that like brick pattern, and then I did a circle and wrapped it around. Then I have an opening here, which is a brick, and then I have triangle, and then I go back to brick and do that little circle thing, back to circle. And I hope this video is short enough to be on YouTube. I'm going to go real fast. These are 2 circle things that start here, wrap around, and then I pull them back together and have them come back into corkscrew and then into brick. And this is one of my most magnificent things that I've ever made. I made this on the plane when I went to Hawaii, and it's wall with a braided circle thing going through the center. This will probably take me forever to do a video for you, and if I do make one, it'll be like that big, because this was a pain to make. And then my last little project here is definitely like a little couch, fluted columns type thing. If you can see, the project has these little like couches, and I flipped the strands through. This is actually a fairly easy thing to do, and I can actually show you that. So since I'm basically out of time, and I did not spend as much time on each of those projects as I would have liked, and I probably should have just split this up, I will talk very fast. And I just want to thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions regarding anything you saw today, please feel free to message me or comment below, and I will do my best to get back to you as soon as I can. And yeah, so thanks for watching, and I'll get back soon. Bye, guys.